The first hearing was held on Senator Rob Portman's bill aimed at stopping online sex trafficking. Senator Portman says his bill will hold websites accountable if they knowingly facilitate sex trafficking.
WKBN Washington's correspondent Jessica Smith was at the hearing. She has the story.
She was the light of my life.
Yvonne Ambrose is a mom from Chicago. She says her 16-year-old daughter Desiree was murdered after being sold for sex on Backpage.com.
If there were stricter rules in place, my child would still be alive with me today.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children says more than 80% of reported child trafficking happens online. Senator Rob Portman says that's why he introduced the Stop Enabling Sex Traffickers Act, or SESTA.
I can't believe this is happening in this country in this century, and it's a stain on our national character.
Portman wants to amend the Communications Decency Act, which protects websites from being liable for their users' content. The California Attorney General told Congress the 1996 law needs to be updated to allow states to prosecute sites that knowingly facilitate trafficking.
And we need the tools to go after these folks. We're fighting with two hands tied behind our back.
The Internet Association, which represents tech giants like Google and Facebook, says SESTA will open the door for frivolous lawsuits against tech companies.
SESTA introduces overly broad concepts of criminal and civil liability that create legal uncertainty and risk for legitimate actors.
Portman told us companies that are not knowingly engaged in sex trafficking have nothing to worry about.
But they have to understand that there are bad actors out there who they are protecting by trying to block this legislation.
Ambrose said traffickers are using the internet to make millions of dollars and begged Congress to act.
Not only for my baby, but for the protection of yours.
In Washington,